Yo, what's up everybody? It's Your Name and we're about to dive into some serious California truth. See, we all think of California sun, surf, Hollywood, the whole dream, right? But tucked away in the corners of this massive state are these towns, and they're like the flip side of the postcard. We're talking isolation you wouldn't believe, lack of resources that'll blow your mind, and conditions that make you question if you're still in the Golden State. This isn't about hating on California, trust me, I love California, but this is about keeping it real. So buckle up because we're about to take you on a ride through the remote towns in California where dream turns into nightmare real fast. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the real deal travel insights, and let's go! Alright, first up we're heading to Bodie. Now Bodie is a legit ghost town, not like, ooh, spooky Halloween ghost town, but like, people completely abandoned this place. It was a booming gold mining town back in the day, but once the gold dried up, so did the population. What's left is this eerie collection of buildings, perfectly preserved by the state. You walk down the streets and it's like stepping back in time. You can practically hear the echoes of miners and saloon music in the wind. But here's the thing, there's no one around. And I mean no one. The closest town is miles away, and the road getting there, let's just say it's not exactly a smooth ride. You're talking dirt roads, potholes you could lose a small car in, the whole 9 yards. So, if you're thinking of moving to Bodie for some peace and quiet, you better be okay with a whole lot of peace and quiet. Like an unsettling amount of peace and quiet. It's the kind of quiet that starts to mess with your head after a while. You start to hear things, see things in the shadows. It's like your brain tries to fill in the silence with something, anything, to break the monotony. And then there's the isolation. Imagine this, no grocery store, no gas station, no cell service. If you want supplies, you're making a day trip out of it. And if there's an emergency, good luck with that. Honestly, Bodie is a photographer's dream. The stark beauty of the place, the way the light hits the weathered wood of the buildings, it's incredible. But to live there? Man, you'd have to be one tough cookie. It makes you appreciate the little things, you know? Running water, a working toilet, a friendly face to chat with at the coffee shop. We take all that for granted, but out here in Bodie, those things are luxuries. It's a stark reminder of how harsh nature can be, and how resilient the human spirit is for having tamed it, even for a little while. Next stop, Trona. Now, Trona is a whole different kind of remote. This place is located in the Mojave Desert, and when I say desert, I mean desert. Think scorching hot summers, bone-chilling winters, and wind that'll knock you off your feet. The landscape here is otherworldly. We're talking vast, barren plains, jagged mountain ranges, and these weird white alkali flats that stretch as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful in a stark, desolate kind of way, but it's not exactly welcoming. And then there's the smell. Trona is home to a massive chemical plant, and let's just say it doesn't exactly smell like roses. Some people say it smells like rotten eggs. Others say it's more like sulfur. Whatever it is, it's not pleasant. But the people who live in Trona, they're a different breed. They're tough, resourceful, and they've learned to adapt to the harsh conditions. They've built a community in the middle of nowhere, and they look out for each other. Still, life in Trona isn't easy. The heat can be brutal, especially in the summer. We're talking temperatures well over 100 degrees day after day, and the wind, forget about it, it's relentless. It whips through the town, kicking up dust devils and sandblasting everything in sight. Then you've got the isolation. The nearest city is an hour and a half away, and there's not much in between. So if you need anything, you better hope you can find it in Trona. Look, I'm all for adventure, but Trona, that's a whole different level of extreme. It's the kind of place that tests your limits, both physically and mentally. But if you can handle the heat, the wind, and the smell, there's a certain beauty to be found in the harshness of the desert. It's a reminder that life can exist in the most unexpected of places, and that sometimes the most challenging environments can produce the most resilient people. Chapter 3. Don't let the name fool you. Happy Camp isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This remote town, nestled deep in the Klamath Mountains, is beautiful, no doubt, but it's also incredibly isolated. We're talking miles and miles of winding roads, dense forests, and very few signs of civilization. Now, if you're looking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life, Happy Camp might seem like paradise. The air is clean, the scenery is breathtaking, and the pace of life is slow and deliberate. But that isolation comes at a price. For starters, there's the whole getting there thing. The roads are treacherous, especially in the winter when they can be covered in snow or washed out by mudslides. And if you're not comfortable driving in those conditions, well, you're pretty much stuck. Then there's the lack of essential services. We're talking one small grocery store, a gas station that closes early, and a clinic that's only open a few days a week. If you need anything beyond the basics, you're looking at a long drive. But the biggest concern in Happy Camp is healthcare. If you get seriously injured or sick, you're in trouble. The nearest hospital is over an hour away, and that's if the roads are clear. In an emergency, you're pretty much at the mercy of the elements. Look, I'm all for adventure, but Happy Camp is a different kind of beast. It's the kind of place that demands self-sufficiency, resilience, and a healthy dose of caution. It's a reminder that nature can be both beautiful and unforgiving, and that sometimes the price of paradise is higher than we're willing to pay. Chapter 4. Okay guys, Bombay Beach, this place is, well, it's something else. Situated on the shores of the Salton Sea, Bombay Beach is like a weird post-apocalyptic beach town that time forgot. The Salton Sea itself is a disaster zone, it's shrinking, it's polluted, and the shores are littered with dead fish. Not exactly the kind of place you want to go for a swim. But somehow, people still live in Bombay Beach. They've carved out a life for themselves in this strange, desolate landscape, and they've created a community that's as resilient as it is unconventional. But let's be real, life in Bombay Beach is tough. The unemployment rate is sky high, poverty is rampant, and the future looks bleak. The town is literally sinking, both figuratively and literally. The air quality is terrible thanks to the dust storms that whip up from the dry lake bed. And the smell? Let's just say it's not exactly ocean breeze. But there's a certain beauty to be found in the decay, the abandoned buildings, the rusted-out cars, the sun-bleached signs. They all tell a story of a bygone era, a time when Bombay Beach was a thriving resort town. It's a reminder that even in the most unexpected of places, life finds a way, and that sometimes the most desolate landscapes can reveal the most resilient aspects of the human spirit. Chapter 5, last stop on our California Nightmare Tour is Darwin. Located in the heart of Death Valley National Park, Darwin is as remote as it gets. We're talking one road in, one road out, and a whole lot of nothing in between. Now I love Death Valley. It's one of the most stunningly beautiful and desolate places on Earth. But Darwin? Darwin's on a whole other level. It's like stepping back in time. The town is a collection of ramshackle buildings, most of them abandoned or in a state of disrepair. The few people who do live here are a hardy bunch. They're used to the extreme heat, the isolation, and the lack of basic amenities. But even they'll tell you, life in Darwin isn't for the faint of heart. For starters, there's the heat. Death Valley is one of the hottest places on Earth, and Darwin is right in the thick of it. We're talking temperatures that can soar well over 120 degrees in the summer. Then there's the isolation. The nearest town is over an hour away, and that's if you're lucky. There's no cell service, no internet, and very few signs of civilization. And if you're thinking about moving to Darwin, good luck finding a job. The economy is practically non-existent. Most people who live here scrape by on odd jobs or government assistance. Look, I'm all for adventure, but Darwin's a challenge. Even for the most experienced traveler, it's a reminder that there are still places in this world that are truly off the grid, places where time seems to stand still. So there you have it, 5 remote California towns that are definitely more nightmare than dream. Look, California is an incredible state, but it's important to remember that it's not all sunshine and beaches. There are some real challenges out there, especially in these remote areas. If you're thinking about moving to a remote town, do your research. Make sure you're prepared for the challenges that come with living off the grid. And hey, if you do decide to take the plunge, more power to you. Just be careful out there. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and subscribe to the channel for more travel insights. Until next time, peace out.